foremost, let me welcome on board our special guest for today, Jitendra Sriram, who is the Senior Fund Manager at Baroda BNP Paribas Mutual Fund, is joining us right now. Hi, Jitendra. Very good afternoon, and thank you so much for your time. First of all, let's talk about the market volatility, because in this time we are seeing a lot of volatility that has kicked in the past couple of weeks. But once again, the cheer is back, and it's the large cap space as well as broader markets that are seen participating. But given the election time in a couple of months from now, how are you placing your bets, and where are you positive on? Are you still holding on to your ideas in the small and the mid cap space?
Yeah, good afternoon to you and all your viewers as well. So overall on the market outlook side, we are quite positive on markets. See, the markets are currently trading at somewhere around less than 20 times March 25 earnings. So which is just in line with what we have seen in our historical trends. So it's neither too expensive nor in too much of a value zone. So we do think that the markets will continue to track earnings growth, which seems to be quite robust. You know, you have a tailwind, a combination of strong economic growth. You have inflation under RBI's comfort corridor, and the fact that overall there is a very high likelihood of a policy continuity as well. So all these factors actually provide good tailwinds for the market. So we continue to be quite optimistic. Obviously, an encore of something like a 45% kind of or a 50% kind of a growth that you saw in the SMID space, that may be difficult to replicate again into the current year. But I'm sure that overall the space will do well. Maybe it might consolidate for a quarter or two before it resumes its journey upwards then.
All right, so positive view coming in on the markets, but let's talk sector specific then. And Jitendra, we see that in your large cap stocks, a lot of these IT counters also have are making into the list, from the likes of TCS, Infosys. What's your take on the IT space as of now, Jitendra? Because a bit of an underperformance is what we have seen in the IT sector, and given the Accenture results, and we're going to be kick-starting the earnings season in a short while from now. So for this time, any big hopes that you have from the IT space, or do you believe that the IT sector has bottomed out and all these stocks have a good runway, or rather outperform in the times ahead? What's your view coming in on this?
Sure. So on the IT space, you're right. Last year was a little cautious, and we were keeping our overall stance on IT more as an underweight at that point of time. By and large, I would say we were more underweight global facing sectors given the kind of a lag effect of a tighter monetary policy there. And we were more overweight domestic facing sectors as such. But what has happened is that after the 3Q results, which came out in early January, what we have been seeing is that at least the commentary seems to be more indicating a kind of a basing out effect. A lot more of furloughs were there in the third quarter, and now management commentaries seem to be indicating that you may have a slow but a gradual recovery coming through in the IT space. And that is what is prompting us to cut our underweights now. So the magnitude of underweight that we are running in on the tech space as such has definitely dropped from where we were, say, 3-6 months back. And we have been constantly reducing that magnitude of underweight that we had on that space.
All right, Jitendra, thank you so much for sharing your take on the IT space. But Jitendra, interesting to note that recently the new addition in your portfolio is actually Juniper Hotels, one of the recent listings. And post the listing, the stock has once again reclaimed to the listing price. But we know that you enter in the long-term bets. So tell us more. Why do you like this counter, and what are the long-term view that you have on this particular stock?
Sure. So overall, see, we have been quite positive on the hospitality sector. We are seeing a combination of, rates moving up, which is the average daily rates of the hotels. Plus, there has been a utilization perk up across the hotel industry, which is proving to be a tailwind for all the hotel stocks as such. Further, I mean, what we are seeing is that we are still at a situation where foreign tourist arrivals into the Indian hotel industry is still nowhere near the pre-COVID peaks. So, you have still got a tailwind that as businesses normalize, uh, we will see that perk up coming through on the hospitality sector as such. So that is the main reason why we have taken this when this IPO flotation came up.
All right, Jitendra, with this, we'll let you go on that. It was great having you on the channel, and thank you so much for joining us today. Talk to us about Geneva Hotels, one of the recent additions, as well as your take on the markets and the IT space as well. Pleasure having you.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.